Up next, welcome everybody to another presentation of the DA.
Hey, Kevin.
Thanks, DA. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Danilo Gallinari.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. They've got Clint Capella. Collins is out there with Young. And it's Herter in at the 1 spot. And for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Seth Curry, and it's Green in at the small forward position.
And Tobias Harris, a crusader for a cause that isn't talked about too much. He has a huge concern about sleep deprivation and the effects it has on athletes.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? While it's not talked about a lot, it is gaining ground in all kinds of circles, particularly in the world of sports, the whole sleep deprivation idea. And Harris is a guy who's conscientious and thoughtful. I love the fact that he's bringing this to his teammates' attention because it's critical. And he's certainly passionate about it. We'll see how much wind it gets with him speaking up on it.
Here's Young after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Young drives in, and that one good.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
Simmons passes to Green. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
High post, Embiid. Softly drops in the floater. Embiid's got 6.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Young against Simmons. Fernando. Chip back in for 2.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
And here are the 76ers now. After the basket by Atlanta. And Simmons gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Simmons got his second bucket. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really is.
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Young looking around. That one goes in. Young's got his second basket of the night.
And this is something Young must keep doing. His attack off the dribble, the ability to absorb the contact, and then just finishing through it.
And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Young outside. And Embiid with the block.
Yeah, good energy and awareness that time by Embiid to deny that shot.
To the middle. And Harris wide open. He shoots, hits the three-point bomb.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
On the wing, Harris. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And the pass to Embiid. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Pass to Capella. Here's Herter. Pass to Young. With 1 on the clock, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. 76ers lead by 11. And back in a moment as we'll get underway.
For me, it comes with...
And with social media now, Greg, blocking out the noise has become for these players even harder.
I mean, truth is, people like to criticize others. We should be celebrating what Simmons has accomplished at a very young age.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And so in the game for the Hawks, they've got Tony Snell. Gallinari is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Rondo in at the point. Clock at 4. Here's Okongwu. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the 76ers. On Thursday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Chicago against the Bulls. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Washington Wizards.
And for that game against the Knicks, this is a game that they are expected to win. But sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Here's Howard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Philadelphia.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Fast break. Here we go. Here's Korkmaz, the big dunk at the end of the break.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Bogdanovich. They shoot again. Rebounded by Howard.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Pass to Maxey. To the paint. Over Okongwu. Howard kicks to Korkmaz. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player.
Now Milton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
With confidence to attempt an alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself. Couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
Here's Howard. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And it's sent back by Howard.
And, you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Now the pass to Maxey. Back to Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And Rondo really more creative than giving credit. Just has that knack for making defenders have to foul.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Harris is checked in for Furkan Korkmaz. Green comes in for Shake Milton. Simmons checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Maxey. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Bruno Fernando comes in for Gallinari. John Collins, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Trae Young subbed in for Tony Snell. The 76ers leading by 14. Green, the pass to Howard. In the corner, it's Harris. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Curry attacking. Here's Howard. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Capella. Looking to get it going. Young, good. Young's got 6 points.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Simmons. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls.
You look at Ben Simmons, and it's easy to compare him somewhat to LeBron James because he's a walking triple-double threat every game. And quite honestly, I think he's only going to get better, especially if he adds a jump shot.
Shots good from Young.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Pass to Simmons from outside the arc. Unable to get that one. And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now let's catch up with... Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 14 points and 1 block. It is all happening for him so far tonight. An incredible... And that...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Yeah, you know, he's one of the toughest matchups in the game without question. Embiid is excellent at staying aggressive when he's hot.
Pass to Herter. Capella dishes to Young. And it's blocked by Simmons.
Yeah, with great recognition, awareness, and body control, Simmons can get up for blocks.
The feed now to Embiid. And oh, he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
And you guys know JoJo loves busting out these dunks. What an athlete.
And what a factor Ben Simmons is on the floor. Does so much for this team in every facet of the game. He's a triple-double threat whenever he suits up.
Yo, check Simmons.
Outside, Green. Back to Simmons. Puts up a three. They grab their own miss. The shot, no good. The Hawks trail by 15. Here's Young. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And sometimes people forget just how young Ben Simmons is, Greg. This is just the beginning for him.
I mean, and that's what fans are missing about Simmons, his age. I mean, you can worry about his shot, but he has a long time to figure it out. He could end up having a Jason Kidd type of a career where he becomes a solid shooter later on.
And he comes up with the deuce. 10 points for Trae Young.
Right there on display for you was Clint Capella's continuing growth offensively. Eyes up, ready to make the next pass before he got the ball.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Greg, so many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide open look.
Passes it to Thibault. Over to the wing. Clock at 6. Here's Maxey. No good from outside. The Hawks trail by 16. Knocked away. Left side Rondo. The pass to Okongwu. Kicks to Snell. And Embiid with a clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Embiid.
Boy, quick hands that time by Curry on the steal. And his team makes sure the turnover is not in vain.
Here's Rondo, and the rejection by Embiid. And they get it back. And here's the fast break. Pass to Maxey. 76ers moving the ball around. Outside Curry. He dishes it to Embiid. The second effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Embiid's got 12 points in just the second half.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
Now here's Rondo. He's guarded closer. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Pass to Korkmaz. Dishes it to Embiid. Good on the shot. Embiid's got 28 points for the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Snell, the pass to Okongwu. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Okongwu's now got his third bucket of the night.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Curry way outside. From outside off the mark. Right side, Bogdanovich. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Bogdanovich has got 4 points in the quarter. From deep three-point range, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll return shortly. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. 4th quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got John Collins. Clint Capella is out there with Young. And it's Herter in at the 1.
You know, you see Young's eyes light up when the break is on. Solid at scoring in transition.
Passes it to Simmons. They kick it out to Green. Fires the 3. Here's Howard. Back to Simmons. On the wing, Milton. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Milton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, that's good vision from Harris. I mean, he draws so much attention himself, so he's become a capable passer.
Now, here is Young, defended by Milton. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And, of course, all the comparisons to Steph Curry. Young just trying to be the best version of himself, and we've already seen the upside.
Good on both. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Dwight Howard.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Here's Young, and he banks in the layup. Young's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, and this is Young at his very best. Once he gets a few to fall, boy, watch out.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Harris kicks to Simmons. And he goes big with the dunk right on top of John Collins.
Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
Here's Young. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. There's the pass to Milton. Now Green. Simmons on the wing. And there's the call on John Collins. That is his first foul of the game. Curry's checked in for Shake Milton. Pass to Simmons.
Seth Curry.
6 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Fernando. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Philadelphia.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
On the wing, Green. Simmons looking around. To the middle. It's stolen by Capella. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Young. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And really scored most of their points, but he can't score them all, guys. He's going to have to get somebody else to step up.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Harris drives in. Embiid and Capella sends it back. Green passes to Embiid. Goes up again. And he lays it up and in. Embiid's got 30 points.
Boy, proving to be a handful once again, guys. Embiid, so tough to keep off the glass because of his agility and size.
2 points. That one goes.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Harris, right side. Feeds to Embiid. That one good for 2. Embiid's got 18 points now here in the second half.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the 76ers.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And, guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And with this win now, we're all square, 1-1. 2 more games yet to come in what's proving to be a very competitive season series.
Boy, I tell you, look at these teams. They're very evenly matched. This could be one of the better in-conference battles we see this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Joel Embiid.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And, guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Scott inside. Here's Maxey. Off the mark. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Next up, which team has 2 starters selected to the 2021 NBA All-Star Game?
Is it the Nets, the 76ers, the Celtics, or the Bucks?
So many All-Stars, but which team has 2 this year? That's the key. This year. You know that answer, you get some VC.
Yeah, this is an easy one.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Danilo Gallinari.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the 1. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. And here's Atlanta. And the wide open shot from Reddish, off target from three-point range. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season, but in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Reddish's shot is good.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Middleton on the wing. This one for 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Yeah, feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1-for-4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
Young. Another shot. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Middleton left side. The tray. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Reddish the pass to Capella. Hawks passing it around. It's Young on the wing. Down low. Here's Reddish. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And Reddish playing rugged right now, crashing into the defense, drawing the foul, and draining it.
Atlanta shooting their first foul shot of the night. Midway through the season, are teams, Brent, still trying to find their identity and evolve, or is it just a matter of building on what you've already got?
I think at this point, you already know what you got, Kevin, and so what you want to do, I want to be the best at what it is that I can do. And that's where I think coaching staffs are focused right now.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
I mean, take a look at Giannis in his first year as opposed to now. That strength coming into play now.
Young drives in. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. It's good on the putback.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Here's Young. The shot is good. It's his 2nd bucket in 5 tries.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes, no. Okay, good play. Get back on defense.
Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Young with the ball.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Bucks trail by 6. Middleton on the wing, fires the 3. Happy to see that one drop, shooting a paltry 2 for 9.
Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
Young against Holiday. Here's Capella, tries again. That's his 2nd shot and his 2nd basket. He's 2 for 2.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Middleton on the wing. Knocked loose. Stolen by Collins.
That's Collins right there. Just active hands that ignites the break.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. 7-point differential. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
Young drives in. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. No good on the three. Here's Collins. Up again. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Hawks lead by 7. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say.
I think the most important lesson that I got is that
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Bucks. Young's checked in for the Hawks. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Clint Capella.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
They've got Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with DJ Augustin, and it's Craig in at the 4-man position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. In the corner, Middleton with it. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
To the inside, it's stolen by Capella. And oh, here we go. Young's got it, the fast break chance. Up and in on the layup. Young's got the lead up to 13 now for the Hawks.
Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
Shot's good by Middleton.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Here's Young. Pass to Capella. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. DJ Augustin picks one up. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul. I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Portis, the dunk, and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Gallinari. And the Bucks with some changes. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Torrey Craig. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Augustine. And then for Atlanta, Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Trae Young. On up the court for the finish. And the dunk by Giannis.
Sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet, but once he does, man, he can explode.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day. So you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Young's checked in for Atlanta.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Holiday against Young. He can't get it to go. Holiday with the defensive effort. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
The Hawks leading by 4. Young left side. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got 12.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. And Forbes has it in the corner. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And a deep three from Young. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. On offense here, the Bucks. They're on a 17-7 run. Now here is Holiday. He's covered closely. The score now all even.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Young. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 14.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Down his high post. He's against Young. Here's Forbes. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
The Hawks have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Young outside. Over Holiday. Another miss by Young.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
And here's Young. 32 points for him last game against Orlando. Takes the three. Again, Young missing. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. Thanks for the great interview, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you. And after 17 years where they hadn't won a playoff round, the Milwaukee Bucks. And that should do it with the
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Atlanta, Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Herter in at the shooting guard position.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
On its way from Young for 2. The rebound by the Bucks.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Middleton can't get it to go.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Shooters tend to be hungry, but this time Herter finds an open teammate.
Bucks leading by 4. Outside Holiday. And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That's his first foul.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Augustine comes in for Drew Holiday. Milwaukee's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
Shots good by Middleton.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their number one choice, and that was Trae Young.
Lopez kicks to Augustine. 4 on the clock. Young with the ball. He's got 14. Here's Herter. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. You know, you look at the 2020 class for the Basketball Hall of Fame, Greg, some great names, headlined by Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Kobe Bryant. I mean, historic players.
And all the more emotional, Kevin, having Kobe enshrined after his tragic passing. But when you look at the accomplishments of this class, arguably the most decorated that the Hall of Fame has ever seen.
And Greg, you've gotten a bird's eye view. You've gotten a front court view. You've had a chance to be alongside these Hall of Fame players.
Incredible talents, great people, and truly they've been terrific ambassadors for our game.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Shot to stop the run. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Young.
You just can't take Trae Young lightly from anywhere on the floor. These kind of shots will help him get into a rhythm.
Young with the steal. And that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. TJ Augustine picks one up. For Atlanta, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
In the 2018 season, as the 5th overall pick, Trae Young was phenomenal towards the end of the year, winning 3 straight Rookie of the Month awards.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. He had stolen by Capella. And Young kicks to Reddish. Young inside. Headed by Augustine. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Young.
The top scorers in this league, like Trae Young could be, they get buckets when it's not easy to get buckets.
Augustine in the corner for 3. The Bucks keep it going. A new 14-second clock. Drills it from outside. And the Bucks lead by 10.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Young. And he converts the layup. Young's got 8 here in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Out to the right wing. Here's Craig. And there's the call on John Collins. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Okongwu's checked in for Capella. Alinari comes in for Collins. Bogdanovich is checked in for Kevin Herter. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Young.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. Milwaukee leading by 10. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Reddish kicks to Okongwu. Over Lopez. The shot by Okongwu, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. And Okongwu slams it in.
Now, sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true, but also give him credit for being unselfish.
Lopez passes to Augustine. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Chris Middleton has been on display for the Milwaukee Bucks. He went on. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Antetokounmpo is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the three, the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Okongwu grabs the board.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Inside. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding how to get the ball to an open teammate.
And Young, here we go. And the shot goes in. Young's got 10 points in just the second half.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Connaughton. There's the three. That shot is off. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Young outside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Middleton subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Holiday looking over the floor. Middleton outside. Jacks up a three. Rebounded by the Hawks. Reddish has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Young with no one around. Offensive rebound for the three. No good on that one.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Bucks passing it around. Middleton for 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Guys, there's still time for them to make a run.
Can't have any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Reddish's shot is good.
And Reddish out there running on the break. That's the best way to reward a teammate for that kind of defensive pressure.
Pass to Portis. Middleton for 3. Another miss by Middleton. The Hawks trail by 8. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Okongwu. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Atlanta making some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich. Shots good by Middleton.
Now working in the mid-range, Middleton finding some ways to play in between.
Now, here is Young. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. The rebound by Holiday. And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. They're leading by 8. Back to Connaughton. Middleton outside. The 3. Collins grabs the miss. Atlanta's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Huerter now mixing it up a little bit, not just staying on the perimeter.
He hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7. And the Bucks with some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Lopez throws it down.
Well, he could just see over the defense. The eyes to spot the open man. Giannis flourishing right now as a facilitator.
Young drives in, uses the glass to finish the layup. Young's got 26 points.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
To the paint, here's Lopez. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists here tonight.
Lopez down on the inside, getting that soft touch to go.
And a deep three from Young. Atlanta gets it back. Capella. The kick out to Young. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. That's 28 points for Trae Young.
It's in. Trae Young comes up huge this time, looking like the go-to guy.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. The three-pointer is right on target. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. And now it's an 11-point Milwaukee lead.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Antetokounmpo passes to Middleton. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. From deep three-point range. Off target with that shot. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
Who from the East received the most All-Star votes?
I'll give you all a hint. This person received more than 5 million votes. Was it Kyrie Irving, Bradley Beal, James Harden, or Kevin Durant? That is a whole lot of votes.
For sure, and I don't know if I've mentioned this on the show before, but one of these is my favorite player, and that happens to be the answer to this question.
And the Hawks with a confident look as they go into the arena. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. On the wings, Herter and Reddish. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the point. And for the Nets, Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. And so it's the Hawks getting on the board first. Harris outside. Kept alive. And there's Jordan putting it right back in.
Wow, how about the reach of DeAndre Jordan? That looked darn near impossible.
Harden against Young. Over Harden. That one rolling around and rims out. Fast break, here they come. On the wing, Harris. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings mid-season?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change, but sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 6 teams, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Now here's Durant. He has been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game. Bucket is good.
Well, he's so effective close to the rim because Kevin Durant has the size, he has the feel, and he knows he can score at will.
Here's Young. Keeps it alive, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Pass to Harden. On the wing, Harris. Back to Harden. He kicks it to KD. Elbow shot. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Young drives in, and it's Durant with the rebound.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. Not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Young, happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
You gotta like seeing this from Young, wanting to prove he's more than just a jump shooter.
Jordan inside. Capella covering. Harden kicks to Irving. Pulls up. Harden can't hit. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor in how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing.
Here's Harris. Following the basket by Trae Young. Irving passes to Harden. Reddish grabs the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The offensive rebound. Here's Collins. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Now here's Durant. 6 points for him. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. It's Collins with the drive and finished off by Collins.
This is as easy as it gets for Collins. Once he establishes position, the defense is toast.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks. Well, every team needs rebounding. Let's check out the league's top rebounder. Clint Capella on top.
And guys, his rebounding has taken a lot of pressure off their other bigs. It frees those guys up to contribute in a lot of other ways.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jeff Green is checked in for Jordan. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Joe Harris. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Irving. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. Here is Durant after Rajon Rondo's bucket.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Atlanta.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Reddish's shot is good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Deflects the pass. Green, the pass to Brown. Outside for Durant. From deep. The Nets working the ball around now. Green finds Shamet. Fires for 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Wow, lights out from distance. Durant with a quick, high release, just a pure shooter.
Here's Bogdanovich. And that one drops.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. It's Atlanta. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen from the Hawks, what do you guys think?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And so in the game for the Hawks, you've got Reddish. Clint Capella is out there with Gallinari. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Young in at the point guard.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Brown. Off target from outside. The Hawks leading by 6. Here's Reddish. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about the vision from the crafty little guard? Young excels at realizing when his guys have clean looks.
The Hawks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Out left to the wing. It's Durant on the wing. Puts it up from 17. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Reddish. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And the Nets miss again. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, proficiency from range, away from home, much easier said than done. They played a terrific ball game.
And I think it was clear that their plan was to attack from the 3-point line, and it worked to perfection.
And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Kevin Durant. Then for the Hawks, Okongwu's checked in for Gallinari. Tony Snell comes in for Reddish. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Young. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
Here's Jordan, and slam dunk by Jordan.
And with the monster finish, he stops an 11-0 run by the Hawks.
To the inside, Capella, and it's good coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Capella's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Brown with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Here's Okongwu. Finished off the break.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Brown outside. Pass to Luwawu. Launches a 3. Rajon Rondo with the rebound. Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against Houston.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Durant's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Brown. And James Harden has subbed in for Landry. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Here's Young. Rebound, Brooklyn. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Back to Young. Just 5 to shoot. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
An effective multi-dimensional scorer. Young is incredible at turning on the Jets when he's feeling it.
Here's Jordan, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jordan's got 4 this quarter.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Young looking it over. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. It's the Nets now. Harden the pass to Irving. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
I love that Kyrie Irving doesn't settle for something on the perimeter. He goes right to the cup.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Capella kicks to Okongwu. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Young drives in. Yep, that one goes.
You know, fleshing out his attack a little more. Young showing more of a willingness to go in there amongst the trees.
1 second left. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Trey. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to see you. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 16 points. And
there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Brooklyn now, Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the 2 spot. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good points.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Young outside. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Outside Irving. Back to Harden. On the wing, Harris. It's Harden with the drive. Count that one. Harden's got 6.
Boy, excellent start to this second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Young outside. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hawks lead by 11.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Woo-hoo! Kyrie Irving driving, doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
Young outside. Capella, high post. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. That's now 8 points for Clint Capella.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Maybe the best ever at earning free throws. I mean, Harden has mastered the art of contact and still being able to get off the shot.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Bruce Brown in for Irving. Atlanta also making some changes here. Okongwu's checked in for Clint Capella. Alinari comes in for Reddish. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Trae Young. Landry Shamet's checked in for Brooklyn. Atlanta shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball, exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
Now, here's Shamet. Tight defense on him, and an intentional foul right there. Tony Snell's checked in for Collins. Brooklyn with the ball. Shamet, the pass to Green, and the layup's good off the glass. Green's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide-open shooter.
It's stolen by Harris. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Luwawu. Rebound by the Hawks. Here's Rondo. And the call, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
To the middle. Here's Green. No good there. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Herter passes to Snell. Right wing. Back to Gallinari. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. The pass to Herter. 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Gallinari.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Brown the pass to Luwawu. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Onyeka Okongwu. And he's got his first free throw of the game. Both shots good from the stripe. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Rondo against Irving. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And so it's Atlanta with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their strategy. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your point guard. Survey the floor, serve it up on time and on target.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so in the game for the Hawks, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the 5. So it's Brooklyn now. Swiped it away. Down low, here's Young. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, DeAndre Jordan cooking right now. This guy is so efficient.
Young dishes to Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Young for 3. It's good from long range. Young's got 24 points.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
KD can't get it to go.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for Brooklyn. Goes up, and the rejection by Collins. Offensive rebound, and there's Jordan putting it right back in.
And he has found the stroke, folks. Continues to knock down shot after shot. Perfection thus far.
Again, Young missing. Nets trail by 18. The 3 from Harden. And it's John Collins with the rebound. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. To the right side. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And Young, here we go. And he lays it straight in. Young's got 10 points here in the second half.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Jordan finds Harden. Back to Jordan. And here's Harris from the arc. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
Boy, when Joe Harris is making this kind of shot, turn the lights out.
To the wing on the left. Herter passes to Collins. Here's Young. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. The Hawks leading by 17. Here's Herter. Kicks it out to Collins. Young from outside. Here's Capella. Lets the 3 fly. And Young with the basket on the assist from Capella. Capella's got his 3rd assist on the night. Back to Harden. Outside for Durant. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark and stolen by Jordan.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hawks.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And with this win, they bring the season series to an end, guys, with a split 2 games apiece.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Trae Young.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Young for three. Can't hit that one. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Jordan finds Durant. Harden inside the three-point line. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
Listen, this guy is far from just a scorer. Kevin Durant loves to share the basketball.
On its way from Young for two. That one wide left. Brooklyn with the ball. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And James Harden good for three.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Young from deep three-point range. The Hawks again can't hit. A nice shot by KD.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Now, here is Young. From deep three-point range, it's off. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. And all right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks, for...
You've got pink diamonds, you've got galaxy opals, but now you can pick up a new tier of player cards in my team. I'm Brian, and I'm here to talk about Dark Matter. The most powerful cards you can get in my team. You can pick up the first 2K21 Dark Matter cards in the all-new.
The Hawks on their way to the locker room earlier, hoping to send them. If the All-Star game almost near, let's see how the East is shaking out. You take a look at the 76ers. They've been in peak form as we've watched them play some tremendous basketball with an eye toward the postseason. And, of course, the Hawks, 8 games out.
And I think for the Hawks, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
And we've all thought this. They're just a middle-of-the-road team. The last thing anyone in the NBA wants to be.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Curry, and it's Green in at the small forward. And for Atlanta, Young and Herter make up the backcourt. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. You know, Greg, we can all agree that Joel Embiid's a superstar in the league with this play, but you get the feeling he's the most criticized superstar in the league right now as well.
You know, pundits and fans have questioned his fitness, his fit, but at the end of the day, he does get it done, and the numbers speak for themselves. Embiid's an outspoken guy, which can invite a lot of criticism. Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
With that tight handle, Trae Young can get anywhere on the court he wants to go.
Green finds Simmons. Here's Embiid. Out to Harris. Back to Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. It's good. Curry with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against Utah. On the wing, Harris. Passes it to Embiid. 6 on the shot clock. It's Curry with the drive. A step-back shot here. Again, Philadelphia.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
The ability of Trae Young to take it up inside makes him difficult to pressure out on the perimeter.
Outside, Green. The pass to Embiid. And no good. Good work defensively by Capella. Reddish with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a win against the Magic, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Trae Young, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Eibels checked in. Milton finds Howard. Another miss by Philadelphia. For Atlanta, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Young's shot is off.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Korkmaz passes to Thibault. This is his first trip to the line tonight. He throw good, Milton. He hits both from the stripe.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And Young, here we go. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
To the paint, poke loose. Howard kicks to Thibault. Back to Howard. Pass to Maxey. The 3. He's looking for Howard and finds him. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And like Shaq in the past, it takes a ton to stop Howard on these shots. Simply bodying him sometimes isn't enough.
Young, good.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
On the wing, Milton. Pass to Thibault. Passes to Howard. Over Okongwu. Got a piece of it, but he recovers it. Thibault, the pass to Howard. Does not score again. That's his fourth miss against one make.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period. There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
That will not drop. Still looking for his groove. He's 1 of 6 so far from the floor. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Young outside. Lets it go with a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Atlanta Hawks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
Tony Snell is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Okongwu. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Bogdanovich. And the power on that throwdown.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength, Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Young way outside. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
That was the key message going in. Be efficient. Everyone was on the same page, and you got a chance to see the results.
The Hawks trailing. And here is Okongwu. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And Embiid with the block.
One of the premier shot swatters in the world. The length of Embiid makes it hard to be scored on.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Simmons comes in for Maxey. And the rejection by Embiid. They get it back. Young against Green. Outside for Simmons. Right side, Green. And it's Simmons penetrating. And Simmons slams it in.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Young against Simmons. In the corner, Snell with it. Gallinari passes to Okongwu. Hawks passing it around. Here's Young. And the shot is long.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Up top, Curry. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
And guys, we've become accustomed to this. Embiid's a dynamic scorer who's comfortable shouldering the offensive load.
Looking to end the run, and the rejection by Embiid.
I don't know how many shots he's missed this quarter, but they're going to have to find offense from someone else.
Harris dishes to Embiid. Good, and Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Looking to end his cold spell, and Embiid with the block. Green kicks to Embiid. Now the pass to Simmons. A 3-ball. No good that time. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off. And had a clear advantage on the backboard.
They generated second chance opportunities on one end, preventing them on the other end. That was the story of the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Bogan Bogdanovic. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Young. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. So we'll see Ben Simmons go to the line here. That's on Clint Capella. Reddish, he's checked in for Atlanta. That's good from Simmons. With COVID shortening the season and the schedule, Steve, being tinkered with, do you think the NBA will make permanent changes to the season schedule?
Kevin, I don't think so. When everything gets back to normal, I think we'll be at 82 games and start, like we usually do in October, September for games. I just think the NBA has done a fantastic job of being able to adapt to this situation. Well, when you play as hard as Collins does, you're going to get to the foul line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
In examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
And so Collins nails both of them.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Back to Milton, inside. Howard, the pass to Milton. To the inside. Howard can't hit. The Hawks trail by 7. Now here's Rondo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Reddish dishes to Rondo. To the wing right side. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Harris passes to Simmons. To the middle. And slam dunk by Harris.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Rondo. Atlanta again missing.
He's an okay long-range shooter, but not with a defender right in his face.
Simmons finds Harris. Stolen by Collins. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Here's Reddish. Can't hit from in close.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Here's Simmons. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater.
What I like about Collins defensively, he understands where he needs to be.
And so it's Philadelphia ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're feeling very confident shooting the ball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 blocks. And that'll...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Curry is out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Harris. Simmons on the wing. They get it again, and Embiid is right there. Embiid's got the lead up to 11 now for Philadelphia.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Young against Simmons. Fires from the wing. Young's shot is off.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Green deciding where to go with it. Simmons against Capella. Yep, it counts. Simmons got 7 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Young.
Trae Young's a crafty operator from mid-range, really from any range.
Now Simmons, he's got 7. And they double up Simmons. Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
It's deflected, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Matisse Thybulle checked in for the 76ers. Maxey comes in for Ben Simmons. Embiid kicks to Curry. 76ers moving the ball around. Plenty of space. With the second effort. Thybulle on the wing. Thybulle on the wing. Pass to Maxey. There's Green with the 3. Rondo with the steal. Maxey grabs the miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Thybulle, the pass to Green. Pass to Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Here's Embiid in, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Philadelphia leading by 15. Passes it to Embiid. Now, here's Maxey. He's covered by Rondo. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And then for Philadelphia, Korkmaz checked in for Green. And it's Shake Milton in for Seth Curry. Here's Young. The putback, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Thybulle, the pass to Embiid. The pass to Maxey. Thybulle with the ball. Capella covering. Pass to Korkmaz. Over Reddish. And it comes off the front of the rim.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Beautiful take from Cam, absorbing the contact and muscling through it.
Trying his luck from deep. Maxey, no good. The Hawks trail by 16. Here's Young, and he gets the bucket. Young's got 14 points for the game.
And he's been their top scorer today, but it hasn't come easy. He has not shot the ball well. He'll have to be more efficient here if they're going to win.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Maxey passes to Embiid. To the inside. And Embiid throws it down.
And if you want to talk about a player who embodies the power game, then Embiid's your man. You know you're going to get some strong finishes anytime he's on the court.
Young outside. And stolen by Thybulle. The 76ers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for. And the 76ers making a change here. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. 76ers ahead, ending the third quarter on a 15-6 run. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Reddish and Collins at the small forward and power forward. Young and Herter make up the backcourt, and it's Capella in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And here's Simmons. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Howard, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Not only does Howard set perfect screens, he cuts quickly after the pick has been set. Just the perfect pick and roll player.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
On the wing, Milton. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Harris misses.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
And Herter gets it to go.
A nice option on the break. We know Herter can shoot it, but he also has the size to attack the rim.
Harris outside. The 3 from Simmons. And the 76ers get it back. Harris, right side. Milton kicks to Harris. Back to Milton. Beyond the arc. They shoot again. Outside, Green. Harris looking it over. Back to Green. And Green slams it in.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Young against Simmons. And it's sent back by Howard. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. For the Hawks, Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Reddish. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Young. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The 76ers leading by 18. Down low. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
At the line for the Hawks, Bogdanovich. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't
no
that long
kidding.
ago, at least
No
it feels
kidding.
like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday. Inside, out to Harris. Simmons looking it over. Offline with his 3. The Hawks trail by 16. Here's Capella. Some solid defense from Harris. The 76ers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Curry is inside. Here's Embiid, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Gallinari.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
Atlanta making some changes. Collins checked in for Gallinari. Reddish comes in for Bogdanovic. Young is subbed in for Rajon Rondo. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Young, right side. Banked in off the glass. Here's Curry.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the 76ers.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Now, here is Young. Not a lot of room. 6 on the shot clock. Can't connect from long distance. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Here's Bradley. The 76ers with another miss. Here's Herter. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Maxey passes to Milton. Top of the key, Bradley. That one goes. Count it.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
triple threat. There are 19 reward cards available, and trust me, you're going to want these cards for your lineup. For the Galaxy Opals, you can earn Brandon Roy and Wes Unseld. But even the pink diamonds are scary good, with cards like Dr. J, Joe Dumars, Allen Iverson, and more.
What a gorgeous nighttime view from high up. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Hawks, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. John Collins is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Greg, it's going to be a battle of the boards tonight. You know what that's like. You played alongside some great rebounders.
No doubt about it. Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley. I mean, Brian Grant, a lot of guys that earn their living wearing that hard hat. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Giannis, and Giannis throws it down.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Holiday against Young. Lopez with the block, and they're able to recover. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. Got to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Here's Collins following the bucket by the Bucks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one, good. Young's got 6. The Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Holiday against Young. Holiday dishes to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Nice job that time. Really an excellent job from Lopez to find the right angle to get the feed off the pick and roll.
Here's Young. An easy 2 points on the layup. He's got 8.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Bucks have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for Trae Young. Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
I tell you what, it's absolutely foolish and futile to let Antetokounmpo get space to sprint towards the rim. I mean, the dunks he jams home are just downright filthy, ugly, nasty, wicked. Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Bogdanovich comes in for Kevin Herter. And Trae Young subbed in for Rajon Rondo. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Augustine's checked in. Milwaukee making a switch. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Portis throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And having to respect Young's deep range defensively. Hard to close off the lane.
And it's blocked. And it's DJ Augustine with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They lost the last time they faced the Bucks. That one in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts, a scorching 88%.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here is Augustine. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And Capella sends it back. Here's Young. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Augustine passes to Portis. That one's off, still out of sync. Atlanta leading by 6. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive. Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Comes up empty down low.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
You know, you can't be overzealous inside when you guard Young. You got to be better at contesting without fouling.
And so Young nails them both.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
That 3 off the mark. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks going into the break with a 10-point lead. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin.
You know, I think the underdog story, started.
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Hawks.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
You know, we've seen them bearing their fair share of mid-range jumpers tonight, too. I mean, that's a good start for them.
Gallinari is out there with Bogdanovich. Then there's Tony Snell. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Young in at the point. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Here's Connaughton. That shot off the mark. And it's the Hawks taking it the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game. There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Young buries it down low. Young's got 24.
You know, fending off the defense well there. Young solid at just being crafty enough in these types of situations.
Here's Connaughton. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Memphis.
And his rebounding was solid in that effort as well. He did a lot of work on the glass. All around, just his effort level was off the charts.
Portis with it. Okongwu covering.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are three guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal. Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem, and those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible, and I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Young drives in, makes it off the glass. Young's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best three-point shooters. Second, Bobby Portis.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
A nice shot by Young. And now it's a 9-point Atlanta lead.
Just his night, guys. We saw Young do this in college. Once he gets into a rhythm, he will just put it on you. Straight rim rocker.
It looked like, Greg, for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Now that is some real industrial size strength right there.
Young. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Boy, you got to be in awe of what he's doing this quarter, actually destroying the opponent.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. John Cowens comes in for Gallinari. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Tony Snell. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for Torrey Craig. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Shots good from Young.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Antetokounmpo inside. He's guarded by Collins. That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Antetokounmpo. Young taking his time here. And the rebound goes to Lopez. And for Milwaukee, their shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it.
And Giannis is a beast, the Greek freak, a dominant player on the offensive end.
It's Young on the wing, defended by DiVincenzo. With the teardrop, Young's shot is off. Gets it off. Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Trae Young was the story in the first quarter. He had 34 points in the first few. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. Now, here is Young. And denied, he sends it right off the glass. Here's DiVincenzo. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Middleton against Young. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Here's Middleton, kept alive.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Young after Drew Holiday's score. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Young, no good.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Middleton for 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Young, and he uses the glass on the layup. Young's got 36.
And they get one. Now 1 of 5 here in the third.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
Now, here is Young. He's got 36.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
Here's Young following the basket by Giannis.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Clark, they sit back in Greece. All of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the dunk by Lopez.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
Young drives in, and they pick up 2. Young's got 38 points.
Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 14. From deep. Doesn't go that time. And Atlanta will come the other way. Here's Young, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, just never easy trying to guard Young without fouling. He is great at finding ways to create these calls.
And so Young nails them both. 1:04 left in the third. The pass to Antetokounmpo. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Young, following the basket by Giannis. Good on that shot. And with that, the Bucks' lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Young. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Here's Augustine. Lays it up off the glass. Augustine's got his first 2 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Young's shot is off.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
Yeah, it wasn't his best performance at all from the stripe. He's got to put it behind him, and I know he'd like to immediate. And guys, that's an increase in his free throw percentage from last year. Maybe not a large one, but it is a little bit higher, so you've got to like that progress.
And a great show through 3 quarters as we enter the 4th. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. And so in the game for the Hawks, Bogdanovich out there with Trae Young. Then it's Reddish. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Okongwu in at the 5 spot. Holiday the pass to Portis. It's stolen by Reddish. And now the fast break. Gallinari with the ball. And Okongwu slams it in.
Yeah, his teammates are going to like Gallinari more and more with every one of those passes. Good job to set up for a wide open look.
Here's Antetokounmpo in, and his hot hand continues. 10 of 11 from the floor and looking for more.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
13 feet away. Young's shot is off.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Middleton can't get it to go.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him, trying to shut the door on this one.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Milwaukee.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Right side, Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Hawks trail by 4. Young outside. Lopez with the ball. Antetokounmpo looking it over. To the paint. Lopez with the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Bucks lead.
Able to just go right over the top. I mean, the big man, Lopez, doing work.
Young against Holiday. Now Young. Lopez with the block. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. For the Hawks, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. Collins comes in for Gallinari. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Bogdanovich.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
Middleton outside. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Count it.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's Young. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Capella, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
So good to see the role players stepping up in big moments. That's a big basket for Clint Capella.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Young against Holiday. To the middle. Lopez, no luck. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Reddish. Here's Collins. Kicks to Reddish. Back to Collins. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. 5 on the clock. Here's Young. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
Giannis inside, working on Collins. And here's Atlanta. They're giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. It's in! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes, patience is a virtue. And Chris Middleton, virtuous.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
They've got to go all out trying to force a turnover here.
Young. Got it! A huge shot to tie it up.
So calm when the game is on the line. Young knows it's his job to bring this game home.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
And in addition to his great talent, Antetokounmpo has the reputation of being an outstanding leader as well. He's a clutch player who demands the ball in these situations. You love that.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. There's the triple. No good. And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
For you to earn some VC. Here's a couple more questions.
Let's go. So
It's Friday, and let's go.
Hey, Kevin. Well,
It does indeed. Thanks, David. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
It's a concerning trend for him. Whether he's lost some strength or just isn't putting in as much effort on the glass as he used to, he's not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. And that's something that needs to change.
So the Nets starting five. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's KD in at the four-man position. And for the Hawks, on the wings, Herter and Reddish. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the point. And then slammed in by Jordan.
Look, DeAndre Jordan and the rim, those two are best friends.
And so Young will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. You know, at this point of the year, what's the main thing Brent, a head coach, has to do to keep his team focused for the second half of the season?
I think at this point, the foundation that you've laid should be there. So now what you try to do is schematically, maybe you go through some different defensive coverages. You try some different combinations of players to make sure that guys can make that adaptability quick enough that if that becomes part of a playoff scheme, you're ready for it. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Young. Banked in off the glass. Young's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, the threat of Trae Young, we talk so much about gravity in the NBA. It's unlocking some other scoring options. Strong take.
Now here's Jordan. He had 10 points in the win against the Rockets in Houston. And Capella sends it back. It's stolen by Capella. Fast break, the Hawks. Here's Young. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Right side, Jordan. Irving surveying the floor. Rebounded by the Hawks. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Well, they were on the wrong side of a very close matchup last time they met, but what a great game.
And Reddish out there running on the break. That's the best way to reward a teammate for that kind of defensive pressure.
Here is Harden after the basket by Atlanta. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Young against Harden. Young, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Here's Durant, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, rebounding is about positioning, but for KD, a lot of times it's his timing and his length. So he goes in there and uses those to great effect.
And stolen by Irving. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Passes it to Harden. Over Reddish. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And that's now 6 points for James Harden. 1:10 left to play here in the first. Young drives in, and there it is for him.
Shifty guard Trae Young finds his ways into some of those cracks and crevices.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. Back to Jordan. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Out to Harris. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And then for Brooklyn, Green, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Rondo with the ball. Picked up by Brown. Snell, that's good.
Now you can't leave someone open around Rondo. He'll find him.
Now, here is Irving. Defense is right there, and it's good for 2.
And say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Bogdanovich, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Inside, and stolen by Okongwu. And he banks in the layup.
Pretty smart in that situation as Rondo was scanning the floor and then with the ball makes the right call.
Here's Luwawu. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
We've got Bogdanovich. Young is out there with Tony Snell. Then there's Gallinari. And it's Okongwu in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
KD on the wing. The dish to Green. The kick out to Brown. It's Brown on the wing. 6 to shoot. Tries yet again. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Here's Shamet. And again, it's the Nets missing. The Hawks leading by 6. And it's Durant with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Shamet. KD on the wing. Let's go. And the Nets miss again. Durant's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Gallinari passes to Young. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Durant against Gallinari. Durant down low. That shot missing, so Atlanta will take it the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Here's Green, following the basket by Trae Young. Here's Brown. Got a hand on it. Young looking it over. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Shamet the pass to Brown. Outside, KD.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Here's Young. No good. Some solid defense from Brown. Shamet finds Green. Now Shamet. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks. Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being defensive-minded player yourself. Do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's...
Oh! Yes, sir.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Hawks.
Atlanta leading by 12. Young outside. Great D that time from Irving. Green taking his time here. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, the adventure begins when DeAndre gets to the line, but I think he's wanting to work hard on his free throws, so it's not a substitution in the last 2 minutes of a game. He wants to get confident stepping up and knocking them down.
The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Harden against Young. Great D that time from Green.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Jordan kicks to Green. Nets passing it around. The feed to Jordan. And the pass to Irving. Young with the steal. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Pass to Okongwu. Young drives in. Count it. Good. Young's got 18 points.
Well, Trae Young showing you variety. He can score in a lot of ways.
Harris outside. Back to Harden. He kicks it to Green. In the corner, Irving with it. Harden outside. Here's the three. Rebound, Atlanta. Here's Okongwu, and it's blocked by Jordan.
You can't just throw up stuff like that.
Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. We saw Trae Young lighting it up in the first half. He had 18 points.
And with the big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Nets. Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Durant in at the power forward position. Durant with the steal. And now Harris running the floor all by himself.
Long arms, quick hands, deadly combination forces that turnover to jumpstart the break.
Young against Harden. Passes it to Capella. Paxton coming off the assist from Young. And the Hawks lead by 10. And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. And a minute played as the second half gets going. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Count it. And it's a 12-point Hawks lead.
Herter also comfortable getting physical and scoring against the defense, not just showing that he shoots it.
On the wing, Irving. Three-pointer. Rebound, Atlanta. Capella's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Herder passes to Capella. To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Capella's got the lead up to 14 now for Atlanta. It's Durant on the wing. He's guarded by Collins. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And how about that beautiful display for us of DeAndre Jordan and that wingspan getting to that ball.
Pass to Herder. Collins with it. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Irving with it. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score. Reddish dishes to Collins. Lays it up and banks it in.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Good work defensively by Capella. The Hawks leading by 16. Here's Reddish. And Reddish with the slam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
And Harris wide open. He shoots. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists tonight. Young against Harden. Here's Capella. That shot, no good. Great D that time from Jordan. Harris finds Harden. Back to Harris. Outside for Durant. From the arc. Buries it from three-point range. KD's got 7 points in the game.
Vintage KD. Quick trigger on the catch and shoot.
Here's Young. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Young against Harden. Irving with a clean look. Again, the Nets for 2.
Now just all alone down there. Credit goes to DeAndre for finding him. That's a nice pass.
There's the pass to Capella. Young outside. Stolen by Harden. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving's got the ball, and good that time. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Harden dishes to Jordan. The shot's good. 9 points in the game so far.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Pass to Herder. Over in the corner, Reddish. Kicks it out to Collins. Just 5 on the clock. The Hawks working the ball around. Capella finds Young. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Atlanta holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Gallinari. Tony Snell is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then it's Okongwu, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Hawks lead by 13.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Atlanta. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Green kicks to Shamet. The kick out to Brown. Down low. Here's Luwawu. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Young's checked in for Rajon Rondo. A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Jordan, he's checked in for Luwawu. Durant comes in for Jeff Green. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Bruce Brown. And it's Harden in for Landry Shamet. Clock at 6, and it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal fouls.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
Yeah, just constantly attacking the paint. Harden does not settle.
Harden against Young. Back to Gallinari. Young outside. The high post shot, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Young's got 9 points here in the second half. Irving for 3. Offensive rebound, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, Jordan's such a great dunker. Some of the jams he has are completely jaw-dropping.
1:56 left in the fourth. Young fires away from outside. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Irving can't hit. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They led by as many as 18 points. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Hawks lead by 16.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Atlanta.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots
to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And they're going to bring this season series to an end with a very nice victory here today. These teams spent a lot of time on the floor together this year.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Trae Young.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hits the target from 18 feet. Young's got 31 points.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
KD, that's for 2. Count it.
Hard to argue with that plan. Give Durant the ball. Let him show why he's one of the leaders.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry,